Hi, welcome to the last day, day 10 of my little experimental video series, Lorena's Love Letters, and 10 days of mindfulness. I thought maybe today would be a good day to talk about mindfulness and as a concept itself, right, as a theme for today. And I wanted to share with you how I see mindfulness and I actually see it more as sensuality. And so today I would like to talk about welcoming in more sensuality into your life. So what does that mean? And the way, so here's some of the ways that I see it, right? Mindfulness and sensuality are linked in the fact that they are about paying attention. This is actually I guess is how I actually describe my own spiritual practice. I don't subscribe to any particular religion or beliefs or anything, but I do pay attention. And one of the what that means is paying attention to all the senses, and that's where the sensuality comes in. So we have five senses. I think there may be more, but if we go with the five senses that most people have. Um, Most people have access to, which is smell, hearing, visual, taste, and touch. So if we go through them, how can you pay a bit more attention to each of the senses in your day-to-day? And this actually doesn't take any more time out of your day. So it's not like, oh, I've got to take an hour out to do this. It could be 5 minutes if you want to really focus, but it could just be while you're doing any activity. So even while you're doing dishes or while you sit down to have a meal. A meal is an amazing place to practice paying attention and to practice sensuality. So starting with um, getting into your body. So I do a practice called grounding, and I probably will do a whole video series on grounding on its own because I find it a really important skill to learn. But starting with basically coming back to yourself and taking a moment to be centered and be you and feel that you're here. Okay. Um, Taking a moment to breathe, usually breathing, coming back to the breath and taking purposeful deep breaths. So we could do this together. All right. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And one last time, inhaling and exhaling. Now that you're here, you feel back into yourself. You can take a moment to check in with yourself, see how you're feeling. Just a simple check-in. Then start engaging each of your senses. So let's say we start with the sense of smell. What do you smell around you? What was the last thing cooked in the place you were in? Can you smell various scents around you, odors around you? Some people may smell the fabric softener of their clothes. If you have pets, there's if you're going for a walk outside, you can get all sorts of different scents that come your way, right? And it's not, you don't even have to judge them in a way, right? We're just observing. So whether they're good, you could pay attention to whether you find something pleasant or unpleasant. It's just take it in as it is, right? And after smelling, you can hear. So take a moment and what do you hear around you? Like I hear, which you probably do as well, the fan of my laptop. I hear my refrigerator running. And I have a pretty quiet apartment. I hear the water in my humidifier as well. So what do you hear? What are the sounds around you? And sometimes it helps especially for smell and for hearing, for sound. Sometimes it helps to close your eyes because our we're very visual humans. So if you close your eyes while you're trying to pay attention to sense, then pay attention to hearing, that might help. So when you get to the third step, which is the visual, that's when you can open your eyes and take in the world around you. And one of the things that I like to do when I'm engaging with with paying attention to what I can see is starting with staring at a point in front of me, and without moving your eyes, look at the peripheral vision around you, right? And start paying attention to everything that's around you. And it's a way to just be a bit more, because your brain does see this all. It will ignore it for the most part so that you can focus on what you're doing. But it's a wonderful thing to just be able to take in your whole world. As you turn your head, that world just shifts and expands, and some stuff gets dropped off, right? So what do you see? What colors do you see? What emotions does it bring to you? All these questions, right, that you can ask yourself. And then we move on to taste. So whether you've just eaten something or you're eating something, if you're doing this while you're having a meal, what are the textures in your mouth? What are the tastes rolling around on your tongue? And even if you're not eating something, there's always some kind of taste in our mouth. So paying attention to that. And then the final one is touch. So if you're holding cutlery, feeling the smoothness of that cutlery or the ridges on it, the surface of the wood table, or the feel of the soft plastic of your mouse, just, or whatever, or your clothes, like if you're wearing something soft. What does that bring you? How does that feel? Was it pleasant or unpleasant to you? What are all the different textures that you can sense with your fingertips? And so there's different ways that we can interact in the world with these senses, right? And it brings us back to our bodies. If you're someone who tends to feel a little bit more disconnected, it's a simple 5-minute exercise you can do, and bring into other activities, right? So welcome in more sensuality into your life, into your day. And I hope to have more videos coming out. If you subscribe to my channel, you'll get alerted. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful end of day, and I hope to see you soon. Bye, everyone.